that is x plus iy is equal to a plus ib by a minus ib, a plus ib by a minus ib. Now, whenever you wanted to express a number in the polar form, so this is, see this, the location of this is a plus ib, and then exactly the conjugate of it, this is going to be a minus ib, because the real part is still the same a, but imaginary part is plus ib in the top and minus ib in the bottom. Now, if you want to express in the polar form, this length is nothing but r. Now, the r value is equal to modulus of a plus ib. So, this is the r value. So, this is nothing but a square plus b square under root. So, that is the modulus value. And then actually the angle theta needs to be expressed in the polar form. Theta is equal to tan inverse of this height is b divided by a, tan inverse of b by a. So, and then actually in the, so second complex number a minus ib, if you take it, this modulus is value, so this r value is going to be of still be a square plus b square under root, but the angle theta is equal to tan inverse of minus b by a, tan inverse of minus b by a. So, if you put these values in the polar form, the same number actually I am putting in the polar form. This is going to be a square plus b square under root is in the numerator. The e power. So, the first angle is theta 1 I call. This angle I call as theta 2. This is tan inverse of b by a. And this is tan inverse of minus b by a. So, this value actually you can put it here. And this is theta 1 divided by a square plus b square under root into e power theta 2. Now, these values are one and the same. And you can cancel it out. Finally, we left with x plus iy is equal to e power theta 1 divided by e power theta 2. I times of. Right? I times of. So, you know that this is going to be e power I into theta 1 minus theta 2. So, if there is in the denominator, see this, whenever we multiply two complex numbers, that is z1, z2, if you multiply it, so this is mod z1 into mod z2, the magnitude needs to be multiplied as it is, and in the polar form, so this is e power I theta 1 plus theta 2, if you multiply it. If you take the ratio of two complex numbers, in the polar form, this is mod z1 divided by mod z2, and then e power I theta 1 minus theta 2. So, if it is the ratio, then actually it is going to be of minus sign. If it is the multiplication, it is going to be of plus sign. So, here actually, this is going to be e power I tan inverse of b by a minus tan inverse of minus b by a. Right? So, this value is going to be e power I times of tan inverse of 2 times of tan inverse of b by a. 2 times of tan inverse of b by a. So, I call this as simply e power I theta. Right? So, this value e power I theta. And then, whenever you want, so this actually finally we express that x plus iy is equal to e power I times of 2 tan inverse of b by a. 2 tan inverse of b by a. Now, this value, if you take the modulus of it on either sides, that modulus value, this is x square plus y square. And then this is actually e power I theta format, where the angle may be double. But any e power I theta is always equal to 1. Why? Because, see this angle is of theta. And then this value e power I theta, that means this is still be a complex number with unit magnitude. This is 1. So, hence actually this complex number, so z is equal to simply cos theta plus I sin theta. Now, this is as if like cos theta plus I sin theta. That is, if you take the modulus of it, then this is going to be cos square theta plus sin square theta. So, this is the modulus of it. So, cos square theta plus sin square theta is always equal to 1. Hence, actually, if a unit magnitude complex number is there, for that the modulus value is always being 1, So here actually e power I theta is nothing but with an angle of theta, there is a length of 1, and that value, this is simply e power I theta. So which essentially means that this is 1 into e power I theta, where 1 is the length of this particular vector or this particular complex number. So there actually this is simply cos theta plus I sin theta, and if you take the modulus of it, it is always equal to 1. So here actually x square plus y square is equal to simply 1. So the same problem is solved in the polar form. Got it? So it is up to you, how do you want to express it? The complex number can be expressed in two different formats. One is the normal way of the Cartesian format, where z can be expressed as x plus iy. So this is one way of expressing the complex number. Same complex number, as I said earlier. So this is the location of x comma y, and this is the complex number. So expressed as z is equal to x plus iy, and this is a complex number. The same value, if you express in the Cartesian form, that is x comma y. The same value, if you express in the polar form, this length r with an angle of theta. So that is exactly the same. The r value in terms of x is mod z is equal to r is equal to x square plus y square under root. And then the angle is nothing but argument of z. Argument of z is equal to tan inverse of y by x. So this is what is nothing but the theta. So argument of x, argument of z or tan inverse of y by x or theta are one and the same. The same complex number z is equal to x plus iy is expressed in the polar form as mod z at an angle of theta. This is how you express it, or mod z e power I theta. Both are one and the same. Got it? So this way of expressing the same complex number in the polar form. So here actually this is the Cartesian way of expressing the complex number. Got it? Both are one and the same. So it is up to you, how do you want to make use of it. So the same problem, you can make use of this method and then still solve it, or you can make use of this method and still solve it. So it will be one and the same. If mod z is equal to 1, then actually it is simply e power I theta. This is cos theta plus I sin theta. If mod z is equal to 1, meaning this length is going to be of 1. So this value is of 1. That is, whenever you wanted to express in the complex form, so polar form, the complex number can be expressed as r e power I theta, where r is the length. If r is equal to 1, that is simply e power I theta. Got it? Note down one more. One plus I by 1 minus I. One plus I by 1 minus I whole cube. Minus 1 minus I by 1 plus I whole cube. Is equal to a plus ib. Then what are the values of a and b? So this was given in mains once. What are the values of a comma b? So this problem statement. Now actually we can handle this problem statement in different manners. One way is you apply in the Cartesian format and do it. The Cartesian format is 1 plus I by 1 minus I. Now you rationalize this as 1 minus I into 1 minus I. So just actually inside actually I multiplied 1 minus I and divided it 1 minus I. And even here also 1 minus I by 1 plus I. Now plus here. So here actually 1 minus I divided by 1 minus I. You multiply and divide it and then actually whole cube. Now after rationalizing in the denominator actually, so 1 square minus of I square. So minus of minus is plus, hence actually this is going to be of 2. And then 1 plus I whole square. So 1 plus I whole square. And then whole cube. Whole cube. Minus, in the numerator here it is 1 minus I whole square. divided by 1 square minus of I square. This is again be 2 whole cube. So this is whole denominator 2 cube you can take out, and then 1 plus I whole power 6 or whole square whole cube minus 1 minus I whole square whole cube. This you can keep it. Now here actually if you notice 1 plus I whole square, if you expand it, 1 plus I whole square is equal to 1 square plus I square plus 2I. And this is 1 square is minus of again 1 plus 2I. So these two will cancel out. This is simply 2I. And similarly 1 minus I whole square is equal to 1 square plus I square minus 2I. So 1 square and I square will cancel out because I square is equal to minus 1, and this is going to be of minus 2I. Now here, if you put the values here, 1 plus I whole square can be replaced with 2I whole cube minus, here 1 minus I whole square can be replaced with minus 2I whole cube divided by 2 cube. Now from this actually minus whole cube is going to be a minus value because minus 1 multiplied 3 times, it will still be the minus, hence actually minus will come out. So this is 2I whole cube plus 2I whole cube, because minus 1 whole cube you can take out. So denominator it is 2 cube. Now again from this actually 2 cube you can take out from here and 2 cube you can take out from there, and here I cube plus I cube divided by 2 cube. This 2 cube and 2 cube will cancel out. And I cube is nothing but minus I. Why I cube is equal to minus I is, so I cube can be written as I square into I. I square value is minus 1 into I. So this is minus I. So I cube value is minus I. So minus I plus of minus I. So this is going to be minus 2I. So if you express in the complex format A plus IB format, so this value is as if like 0 minus 2I. So the real part A is equal to 0 and the imaginary part is minus 2. So these are the values of A and B. So 0 comma minus 2 are the values of A and B. See this here, the methodology what we have used is I cube value you need to treat as minus I, and I square value you need to treat as minus 1, and I power 4 actually this is going to be of plus 1, because minus 1 is I square and again minus 1 is I square, and I square into I square is plus 1. So this is going to be the values.